You know, I've been considering this for a while now, and I'm more adamant to fucking get out of the UK. I really need to get out of this shithole. Seriously. You know, I genuinely feel like this is what I think. This is my own opinion. But I've also lived here long enough to know what it's like. Where I come from, where I live in Doncaster, it's a fucking shithole. People are so fucking corrupt. Selfishness, greed, just thugs. You know, there's no standards anymore. There's no standards whatsoever, and it's just really so it's really unbearable to live in. Like there's always scenes happening. There's always some fucking commotion and police chasing some fucking fuck teenager on a bike or whatever. You know, people are people around here get the stuff robbed nearly every week. You know, like you can't leave anything out anymore. You can't just leave anything on your front porch like an Amazon package or even even milk. You know, even a fucking bottle of milk, because people just swoop in and steal it. It's this it's this ego and greed and look at me and just this kind of like first person way of living that's really destroying people. This main character syndrome, and it's just getting worse. And I can't be fucking dealing with it anymore. I feel like I feel like if I stay here any longer, something's bad is gonna happen. Like I genuinely feel like a psychopath that I could just murder everybody. I could just murder everybody on this fucking entire estate. And you know, I genuinely would not miss a night's sleep if I did that. Like I would sleep comfortably. But anyway, that's besides the point. I really just feel like I need to get away, and maybe I've left it late. Maybe it's really hard for me to do it now in this day and age. But I don't care. I'm adamant to just leave. You know, and I don't have any kind of backup. I don't have any kind of like what was it? Well, I don't have any like safety net. I don't have any savings really. I don't financially right now. I'm fucking yeah. It's not good. So I mean, I've got uh this job soon. I've got this starting a new job on Wednesday. And really, that is just a way for me to just save and fuck off out of the country. That's all it is to me. It's a means to an end, and I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet. Like, how do you get somewhere without money? And you need money to live, and you need money to bet your life. But you can't always get your hopes up that this job is going to work out. So I feel like I'm a bit fucked at the moment, really, because in order to get out, you need to work, and to work, you need to be around people, and you know, there's not a lot of subjects I'm qualified in. There isn't, and yeah, like yes, I know I should have tried harder back in school and college, but I didn't. So I'm having to just find work that I can do. You know, I really just need to go back into education again. So because that's the only way you can get better jobs. Like you need education. Like that's the system. In order to get in any kind of job, you need good education. You need, and there's not many employers anymore that's willing to just to train people without experience. Like every employer is looking for someone with at least like 2 years experience, and I just think that the way it's all designed and set out to be it's quite hard. It's quite hard for people. Like it doesn't cater for everybody, and unfortunately not everybody is the same. Like not everyone was great academically. They might be good in other areas, but sitting down and literally just focusing was a hard thing for me. I've always had a hard, like for me, my attention span is. I've not had a very long attention span, and yeah, like I always have this burst of energy that I just need to get out. But right now, getting out for me right now means having to be around a bunch of scummy, scroty dickheads that I might just fucking punch their face off. So it's like, what do I do? Do I stay in and feel bad and just go insane, or do I go outside and basically still feel like I'm going insane? And like it's a lose-lose. I know I'm sidetracking here, but I just need to get a lot off my chest. But I genuinely just feel like I don't know what to do. Like I feel cornered. I feel like I'm in checkmate right now, and I've got no other moves to make. If I was in check, then I would still go to make some moves, but I feel like I'm in checkmate. Like I don't feel like I've got much support. I don't feel like I've got much help at all. I feel like it's all me, but I'm just alone. Like I'm the ET of a village. And this is why I don't give a fuck about people, because people are not nice at all. They're absolute vermin scumbags who are egotistical, maniacal, narcissistical, all about themselves, and most people won't tell you that, but they are. So I can't. I just don't want to be around humanity no more. I don't want to be around other people no more. I very much like being alone and not being disturbed. And I get it, like, well, you're gonna travel. If you want to travel to a different country, but so that means you're still gonna be around people. Yeah, but at least it's a different setting, and at least traveling to a different country. It depends on what country it is. Like, it can be at least better. And to be honest, I think there's far better countries right now in the world than the UK. I kind of just want to go somewhere that humanity is still a thing. That proper humanity. Like kindness. People just putting ego to a side, and people just being nice. Just being civil instead of a bunch of fucking animals and at each other's throats all the time, and selfishness and greed and all this shit. It should be a right. It should be a basic human right to be left alone. Like who says that you have to be an extrovert? Who says that you have to fucking play the fucking game, do the dance, and having to just tolerate other people's bullshit, and having to be having to play some kind of role in society, and like I just think it's all a bunch of bullshit. Like, we as people are not born to please other people. We're born primarily for ourselves, to do well for ourselves and then to contribute to society, which will automatically then benefit other people. I don't believe that, well, we need to be just kind all the time. Like, and what I mean by that is, yes, it's good to be kind, I get it, but we don't need to always do things for other people. We don't always, like, we need some selfish time. We need some time to be selfish. Like, we don't need to always be social all the time, and like, you don't owe anybody anything. It's like, I don't owe anyone anything. You don't. But sometimes I can just sense being around other people, like their energy, like I just don't want to be around them. There's too many ugly, bitter, corrupt people in the world that they just want what you're having from your plate, but they don't want to go through what you went through. They just want it easy. And that's why there's so many weak men nowadays. Because we're living in hard times, yes, but it's also because we're living around a bunch of weak young men and old and middle age, just all fucking men who, the table's flipped now. Like we're going backwards, and we're de-evolving, where people are just thrill seeking. It's all about fun now. It's all about having fun, and it doesn't matter if it's at other people's expenses. People just want to have fun now, and we don't want to, we don't want to put in any kind of fucking work, and it's like, oh well, I'll just joyride this car, I'll joyride this fucking so on, and and cause the fucking taxpayer to spend more money than we should be, just because of of something that's their fault. Like, I just think this world is so fucking childish and corrupt. Like, adults, I don't know if it's just you, but if it's just me, but when we was younger, we was taught that adults, are like, they're supposed to be the role models. They're the people you're supposed to be looking up to. That they're supposed to be setting an example. You're supposed to be mature. But we're living amongst a fucking bunch of Neanderthals now. I just think most people have caught some kind of fucking disease virus that sends people into fucking animalistic, Neanderthal degenerates that, go around robbing, stealing, riding on stones, illegally, wearing balaclavas, listening to shitty music, and causing other people grief, and it's like just acting like a fucking caveman, like a Neanderthal. Like, I don't get it. People are like, look at me, look at what I'm wearing. Well, yeah, what phone have you got? Like, it doesn't fucking matter. What does that matter to you? So, yeah, I really just want to fuck off out of UK, and maybe it won't even be any better. Maybe it'll just be the same fucking shit show wherever I go. But there must be somewhere. There must be somewhere where it's not, you're not living in a world of, but you're not living in like a society around a bunch of fucking scruffy degenerates that don't know how to behave, and mandem and fucking what you saying, fam, or whatever. Like, it's a bunch of fucking shit. It's honestly just, I don't understand why people talk like that. Like, what are you saying? Cause what are you saying? Like, just speak normally. You know what I mean? Just speak normally. It's not hard. And I don't get it, what you're trying to prove. Like, what are you trying to prove to people? Like, you can't fucking string a sentence properly. Like, there's so many ways people now just say stuff that, it's like, or safe, or bet, or bet, or whatever it fucking is what people say today. You know, it's you know, I don't really want to get into this because it's ridiculous, but I really just need to get the fuck out, and I don't know where to start. I mean, I guess I've got to start somewhere, but I'm just willing to do whatever it takes right now just to get out of this fucking shithole. Because this country is really going down the pan. People are really just becoming corrupt, and there's nothing about them. They're just fucking degenerates. And I've had enough. Like, I feel like I'm in it. I feel as though I'm in one of them fucking insane asylums. Like I'm in a fucking lunatic hospital or something. On a psychiatric ward where people are just fucking batshit crazy. And I'm the only one who shouldn't really be there. But anyway, thank you for watching the video.